Hi, I'm Terry Mahoney,
And I'm Mike Mahoney.
and we're here to talk to you about our faith journey here to St. Matthew's. Let me start out by telling you a little bit about ourselves. Both Mike and I were both born and raised in Cleveland and lived in Cleveland for a lot of years. We were what's referred to as cradle Catholics. That just means we were baptized in the faith as infants, and then we were raised in the Catholic faith. We actually had 16 years of Catholic education, grade school, high school, and college.
16 years of Catholic education, not totally down the drain, very adaptable and very close to many of the rituals and belief systems of the Episcopal Church, but not all. And we're kind of thankful for that.
We baptized and raised our 3 children in the Catholic faith. Our children are Maureen, she's our oldest, Kevin, he's our middle child, and Ryan is our youngest. We practiced in the Catholic faith for a lot of years, but at a certain point, it just didn't seem quite right. We were both having some doubts about still being in the church. We were becoming more uncomfortable with things, and we were just having issues with the church, and it just got to the point where we just said we really can't do this anymore. We had tried for a lot of years, and just said, nope, I think we can't do it anymore, and we just stopped. And we stopped going to church, and we didn't go to any church for several years.
And about 3 years ago, it kind of coincided with a move we made from Pickerington to Westerville. So while we were on the joyful journey here, we were moving around a little bit too. And we kind of took probably 6 months to a year to figure out, well, what are we going to try now? Where are we going to be?
Well, we had heard about St. Matthew's Episcopal Church, kind of through the grapevine from people, and I think I also read a little bit about it, that it was the church without a church building, and that you were worshiping above old bag of nails, and that kind of appealed to us, I think, not supporting that great big church building, and knowing that the church is not that church building, but the church is the people, are the people.
The other thing we found out that was St. Matthew's is very committed to diversity, that you had a married priest as well as a woman priest, and the fact we had both Father Joe and Mother Abby was very appealing to us, to see women in a leading role in the church and very active, as well as Father Joe, who was raising a family.
I think we searched out an Episcopal church because we knew that there would be some familiarity for us that would be, good, and that we still really needed to have just some structure to the liturgy. We decided to come. I think you came first and dipped your toes in.
Yes.
And then came back and told me about it.
I think I went to one of the 8 o'clock services at the Pray Think Love House, and then we went to Old Bag of Nails together. And you had some good experiences right away, right?
Right. I just, felt like from the moment we got there that people welcomed us. They recognized that we were new and just, introduced themselves. Toast to go ahead and get a cup of coffee. There's a coffee pot over there. And
Right.
It just felt, it had a really good feeling. And, as I'm watching and looking, I'm thinking, I think this could work. This looks like it's a welcoming, a caring community. Let's give it a try. I mean, it's scary at first to do that. I mean, I was really nervous, coming into a new faith community. I can still remember that when we got to the sign of peace. And everybody got up and started walking around, and I'm looking around, I'm going, uh-oh, this is not something that I'm used to doing, and nothing in my realm of experience. And I'm not even sure who was sitting next to me at the time, but this nice lady that was sitting next to me, looked at me and took my hand, and took my arm, and she said, "Oh, come on, it's really not that scary." And I did. I went with her and walked around and introduced myself and to the people, and yeah, it wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be.
We found some ways to get involved here and there. I joined the writing group with Kevin Aldridge and still enjoy that. Before you know it, we were doing things regularly and really look forward to every Sunday.
I guess in this journey, it's been an interesting one, I think, for us, and it's taken us a while. But I think we have found a good spot for us, a good place for us. And I think back to an old friend that we had, and that we would get together with our young families. That's when we were first married and having our children. And his mom would always call us the lucky Mahoneys. And it became just this running joke between ourselves and our friend. And every time he would see us, he goes, "Oh, there's those lucky Mahoneys." And when I think about that, I think about, that we have been lucky. Yes. We have been blessed. And we're grateful for all the things, that have happened, in our lives. But I think we are especially lucky again, and that we found you, and that we found a church and faith community that has taken us in, and we really appreciate that. And I think we're here to stay, and we will hopefully become more involved. And thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yes, and I can only echo that. After all our many years of marriage, the kids and the grandkids, it is very nice to find St. Matthew's Episcopal community on our joyful journey, and we are thankful that you have welcomed us in, and hopefully we'll pass on the welcome to some more new people who are joining us. Mm-hmm. Thanks for letting us talk to you at the 8 o'clock service via video.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.